I thought it would be kind of fun because I always find that I'm pretty stereotypical, and I thought it would be fun to learn more about what I don't usually think about. Well, there were actually a lot of cultural anthropologists, and we sort of all just wrote our own questions, and then we sort of consolidated them and made them sound better to get the answers that we really wanted out of people.
So did you?
Well, at that point we didn't have very many iPads yet, but we used them to read the questions to our interviewees, and take pictures of them while our personal iPhones were recording the audio. Yeah, we used GarageBand on the computers actually, and then we used iMovie for the slides. And it was a little hard to figure out how to edit on GarageBand, but after we figured it out, it was pretty easy. Yeah. And we chose ThingLinked because we wanted it to be interactive, but not like really hard to like figure out who is who and all that. I think it was a lot of fun to hear what other people thought about each of the regions, because we had done quite a bit of research, but it wasn't really like from the people who had actually lived there. It was just from a tourist's perspective or a textbook's perspective. It was interesting because most of the things that we read about the South, like people were trying to like say that mostly there wasn't really any racism left, and when both of them were talking about it, it sounded like that was still like a really pretty big issue, and I think I wouldn't really want to move there anymore. I think the most helpful thing that Mr. Chapman did was to pretty much stay uninvolved, but to make sure that we were still getting things done, even though he was mostly helping other groups.
I don't know, maybe, I know that when we started writing the questions for the interviews, we all kind of wrote them separately, but then it was kind of hard to decide which ones we wanted to use, because people wanted to use their own questions and not the ones that other people made sometimes, so I think just making them together when you start would be easier.
I would say to practice more, too.
Yeah.
I think a lot more practice would have helped. And to go ahead and go longer and then edit out more, because we only had like 10-minute interviews, and it was kind of hard because there wasn't much we could edit out, and we wanted them to be a little bit shorter, so